This episode is brought to you by Shudder. Shudder is a new kind of video streaming service devoted to the best horror movies from around the world. Some of my favorites on Shudder right now include The Exorcist, Gods and Monsters, and Michael Shannon's Take Shelter. You absolutely have to watch that film. All of this is uncut and commercial-free for only $4.99 a month. But for right now, you can get a free month of Shudder by using the promo code Darkest Night at checkout. That's SHUDDER.com, promo code Darkest Night.
Roth Lobdow Center for Advanced Research, Project Cyclops Day 6 about to begin. Entering the laboratory now.
I wasn't sure I was going to see you this morning. That device still in your purse?
I have to, John. You know I have to.
You don't have to do anything.
I told you yesterday, the bills, my uncle, I need to keep all of my options open. You said it yourself, information on Project Cyclops would be worth a lot to another company.
Just remember what I said.
John.
I'm serious. I'm not a snitch. You probably noticed I like to keep my mouth shut around here. You do what you have to do. Just leave me out of it.
I promise.
As long as my name stays clear, we don't have a problem.
I know. Plausible deniability.
You know, the more time you spend incriminating me, the more time you'll have to spend editing my name out of these recordings.
Are you sure? You don't know how much this could all be worth.
It's not worth my risking my pension. 35 years of paychecks is worth something, too.
I can't wait 35 years. Not for my uncle, I can't.
I understand that, Katie. Just please, be smart about this.
So what happens now?
Now you prep the sample.
I mean, what happens with us?
Look, as far as you, me, or anybody else out there is concerned, nothing has changed. We have a job to do. Let's do it. Who do we have today?
Looks like a male.
Looks like? Jesus.
Head is almost totally crushed. Let's see if I can even... Got it.
I'll document while you extract. Project Cyclops, Trial 5, Charlie 2. Timestamp is registering correctly. Initiating playback in 3, 2, 1. Initiate.
Jamison?
Yeah. Everyone calls me Jamie. You're my driver?
How else would I know your name?
The wait times for an Uber or a taxi were too long, so he'd called Horn's Limo service. They promised to be there within 10 minutes. The car that pulled up in front of Jamie Billings was nothing like he'd expected. It was an older Lincoln Continental. A girl with a twisted smile sat behind the steering wheel in a black business suit.
Good point. I need to get to Mercy General North.
So?
What?
Get in.
Oh. It's locked?
Sit up front. For later. Trust me.
Okay. This is my first time.
Driving someplace?
No, using a limo service. I usually drive everywhere. Do people normally sit in the front of these?
No, but like I said, it's where you'll want to be. Buckle your seatbelt.
Right. Sorry.
What happened to your car?
Wouldn't start, so I'm trapped here when I need to be across town. Since when do limo companies use cars like this?
67 Lincoln Continentals? They don't. I do.
Oh, right. Sorry, I'm distracted.
Jamie tried to keep the thought of his brother dying before he got to the hospital out of his mind.
I can tell. You ready?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't have to take you. You could just get out and we can act like you never called.
No, I need to go. No one else can make it in time, so I've gotta.
Well, sounds like you have a good story to tell. That's good, because I do too. You sure you're ready, Jamison?
Yeah.
Great. Let's get your first limo ride started. You're never gonna forget it.
What's your name?
Lucy.
Jamie looked out the window as Lucy drove away from his complex, merging with traffic easily. At the corner of his apartment, where most cars got stuck trying to turn for several minutes, a spot opened right up for her.
That never happens.
No?
No.
Lucky me.
You know how to get to Mercy General North, right?
Yeah, I was there last night.
For a fare?
Something like that.
Cool.
Yeah, cool.
Jamie looked over at Lucy, but Lucy was focused on driving and didn't bother to acknowledge his stare. They drove in silence for a few minutes until Jamie caught a glimpse of a 76 coming up.
Can you pull into that?
76? Sure. Meter's running.
Jamie pulled on the door handle, but
Can you unlock it?
Nah, all the locks are busted. Just pull the unlock tab. It's by your shoulder.
Yeah, anything else?
No.
It's $3.21. 79 cents. This receipt.
No.
Thanks. Come again.
What'd you get?
Just a monster. Let's go.
Lucy pulled out of the parking spot and back onto the road.
Oh, by the way, the name of the guy laying down in the back seat is Rick. Rick, this is Jamie.
Funny.
Wasn't joking.
Jamie started to turn his head toward the back seat, but
Let's not make that mistake a second time, Jamie. Second time will cost you a bullet.
You hit me in the eye!
Yeah, I know. The world's a crappy place. What do you want from me?
To get out of the car?
Boys, let's all calm down. We've got a bit of a drive ahead of us.
If you want my wallet, fine. Take it!
I don't want your wallet, and he's not with me.
I don't want your wallet either. Unless you got a lot of cash. Do you?
No.
Right. No one carries cash these days. So what we're gonna do is drive to an ATM. And then we're gonna have you make several withdrawals. So, which bank we headed to?
Look, I'm really trying to get to the hospital. I need to see my brother. I have to see my brother.
Right. Right. I'll make a deal with you, okay? Okay!
Okay.
Okay, good. So what we're gonna do is go to your bank. You're gonna pull out as much money as you can until the ATM cuts you off. And then we're gonna go to the cabbie's bank and we're gonna do the same thing. And do you know what you get in exchange for all that? Do ya?
No. What do I get?
What you get is, I won't push the barrel of this gun against the back of your skull. Pull the trigger and watch your face paint the inside of the shit heap's windshield. The fuck are you laughing at?
You!
Yeah, what about me?
This isn't a shit heap. It's a classic in immaculate condition. Gonna make a killing when I get rid of it. One other thing.
Yeah?
I don't have a bank account.
Bullshit, everyone's got a bank account.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, well, I'll just take your car then.
Right into the sunset.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. Just telling the truth. Now, are we ready to raise the stakes and start having a bit more fun?
What the hell is she talking about?
No clue.
Oh, well, luckily, I have the right tool for the job.
Rick pressed the gun into the back of Lucy's head.
Looky there. Perfect fit.
Rick, come on. If you shoot her, we'll crash and then all of us will die. You too, man!
Yeah, well, I think it might be worth a shot. There she goes again. What the fuck is so funny?
You are Rick Conti.
No one said anything for a few seconds. Jamie started to open his mouth but closed it. Rick just stared at the back of Lucy's head. She kept her eyes on the road, but that twisted smile still hung on her face. Jamie thought the darkness outside of the car increased twofold.
Jesus.
Not in this car, Jamison Billings. You should really give your parents a call.
What?
Don't you think Martin and Denise should know what your brother did?
I...
Shut up! How do you know my name?
I know everything there is to know about you, Rick. Have you ever wondered what happened to Katie?
Katie. What? You know who took her?
Yeah, I know.
Who was it?
I'll make a deal with you, okay?
Okay.
When the time comes, I'm gonna ask you to do something. You're gonna do that thing automatically and without question. Do you know what you get in exchange for all that? Do you?
No. What?
I won't make you push the barrel of that gun against the back of your throat. Pull the trigger and watch the back of your skull paint the inside of this classic's back window.
Why would I put a gun in my own...
Jamie turned around to see a thin, pale man looking back at him with terrified eyes as he pressed a gun to the back of his throat.
Or maybe I will. Only the devil knows.
Rick pulled the gun out of his mouth and tossed it down in the seat next to him, staring at it like it might come to life all on its own.
Who are you?
Bet you'll guess my name.
No one attempted to guess as the car drove. After a few moments, the back seat came alive with the sounds of frantic movement.
Come on! Come on! Go!
As Jamie watched Rick throwing himself around the rear seat, kicking at the door and window, he had a thought.
You said the locks were busted.
Did I?
Yeah. So how did he get in?
The door was unlocked. She didn't even turn around when I slid in.
So the locks weren't busted. So you lied.
Oh no, not lying. That just won't do. Do you want to talk about some of the lies you've told yourself recently?
What?
Let me put it in a different way. Tell me some of the lies you've told in the past, 24 hours.
Jamie opened his mouth to tell Lucy that she couldn't make him do anything he didn't want to, that she was crazy, that she should pull over so he could get out of the car. Something very different spilled out, though.
The guy in the corner doesn't need my money. I hope you have a nice day. Hey, sorry, I'm really busy right now, so I can't come pick you up. Yeah, work has me swamped. Can we catch up next week? It's okay, I'll call you. He'll sleep this off. He'll be fine in the morning. I hope he doesn't die.
Tears came to Jamie's eyes as the last few lies spilled out. He had said them all while talking on the phone to his brother, right before his brother apparently overdosed.
I can see that you're real big on the truth. Rick, do you want to go next?
No.
You'll go soon enough, but I suppose we can wait. So boys, now both of you know that the locks on this car work just fine. Interesting, right?
Not really.
Exactly. So what question should you both be asking?
Rick and Jamie looked at each other. Neither one of them knew what she was talking about.
Good point. Let's get that adrenaline pumping first. That should help you think better.
What are you...
Ahead was an intersection where a cop car idled at a stoplight and a woman in a stroller was walking across the crosswalk.
Ooh, you're gonna love this. Make your choice.
What?
Make your choice.
Between what?
The woman or the stroller?
I can't choose!
Sure you can. Which am I hitting?
I don't!
If you don't choose, I'll hit both.
Hit the woman. The woman hit the woman.
I can't. Pig! The woman hit the woman!
The woman noticed the car barreling toward her and froze, letting go of the stroller. It rolled forward across the crosswalk. Lucy swerved toward the woman and just clipped her. Jamie could hear a scream from the other side of the glass as the woman flew, cartwheeling through the air like a girl at a gymnastics class. She landed on the pavement in front of the cop car and didn't move. Rick was staring out the back window, watching as a semi plowed through the stroller.
Oh, Jesus.
Are those...
Yeah, just cans of beer. The stroller was filled with cans of beer.
Jamie tore his eyes from the fizzing cans of beer in the street, looking into the side view mirror to see if the woman was all right. She hadn't moved.
Great choice, Jamie. So is that 2 people in the last 24 hours?
Shut up.
Maybe we should get your count higher.
Look, this is almost finished. That won't be long before that cop is on us.
Oh, no, he won't.
You just murdered a lady in front of him. Of course he will.
Correction. You murdered a lady in front of him. By the way, did you happen to sneak a glance at him as we rolled by?
No, but that doesn't matter. Even if he has to send for help, he'll have called it in.
I saw him.
And?
And it looked like we startled him.
How do you mean?
He was clutching his chest.
That wasn't from surprise. Officer Strand is no longer one of our city's finest.
Jamie closed his eyes. He hadn't seen the officer, but he could tell that Lucy was telling the truth.
All right, let's keep this thing moving. I've got other appointments to make. So boys, what question should you both be asking?
I don't know. I just need to see my brother.
We can work with that. Rick?
Huh?
Rick, pay attention. Jamie just said that he needs to get to the hospital to see his brother.
Oh, sorry, Jamie.
Okay, that's a great start. Let's keep this going. Jamie,
What?
tell Rick about your brother.
He overdosed last night.
Rick grew very still.
What was he using?
Warm.
Heroin was always his favorite, but probably anything he could get his hands on.
Where'd he stay at?
Warmer.
Up north, right off Plimpton.
Shit. What was his name?
Warmer.
Nicholas.
You're Nikki's brother?
You're on fire!
How do you know my brother?
Why did you put us in the same car? Did he hire you for this?
Answer his question, Rick. Tell the truth.
I sold him that shit he OD'd on.
Jesus.
The car slowed to a stop at a red light.
Rick, you can go now.
Rick attempted to unlock the door to the left, and then the door to the right. Neither budged. When he looked up at Lucy, she just shrugged.
Use the door in the seat.
Dorn.
Rick's eyes went blank as he reached out and picked up the gun from the seat, not hesitating for an instant as he jammed it into his mouth and pulled the trigger.
Use your words, Jamie. Green light! There's the hospital.
Why are you doing this?
We made a deal.
You and I never made a deal.
Nikki and I made a deal. Last night.
What was the deal?
He gave me the thing I always ask for, and all I had to do was take care of the guy that sold him the bed drugs, take care of the woman that left him there when he started seizing, and deliver his brother to him.
We're coming up on the hospital really fast.
Yeah, I've got a delivery to make, Jamie.
Slow down.
Can't do that. Unbuckle your seatbelt.
To Jamie's horror, his hands did Lucy's bidding without hesitation. The car barreled toward the low concrete wall that was just shorter than the grill of the Continental. 20 feet beyond that was the hospital.
You know what I love about these old cars? No airbag.
Shit!
Time to fly, Jamie boy!
You okay?
It was a bit of a rough one,
Really? That was Disney Channel stuff compared to everything else we've seen.
but this one hits a little close to home.
What? Oh, God. I'm so sorry, John. I didn't put two and two together with the car crash. I wasn't even thinking about your daughter. I didn't mean to sound so glib.
No, it's okay. She went almost the same way. She didn't have her seatbelt on either. But only because she was in my car and I never bothered to get the damn thing fixed.
John.
Do you want to see a picture of her? And they say nobody takes a good driver's license photo.
She's gorgeous. 5'10", 120, hazel eyes. Just like yours.
Sometimes I wonder who wound up with them.
Somebody very lucky.
I hope it wasn't anybody like us.
Thanks for listening. This episode is sponsored by Shudder, a premier video streaming service devoted to the best horror movies from around the world, including The Exorcist, God and Monsters, and Michael Shannon's Take Shelter. All this is for only $4.99 a month. They also have episodes of Darkest Night, ad-free, and a week early, and in lossless sound quality. So if you can't wait to listen to the next episode, you can go to Shudder right now. For a free month, go to shudder.com. Offer code Darkest Night. Thanks for listening.